Hey, what's going on, Libra? This is your boy Brandon with Wow Intuitive. I'm going to do your energetic reading for the dates of July 8th through July 14th. Hopefully we'll find something that can help you out through the next couple of coming months as well. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. All right, for Libra, do we have some good advice for the dates of July 8th through July 14th, 2019? I've got some good advice for Libra coming in. There we go. All right, so the first card we're pulling is your communication chakra. Sound. Music and math are kind of universal languages. If you can find a way to use sound to stimulate your emotions and the way you're interacting with the environment around you, you're in a very powerful position. Even if it's not music, there's things like clarity bells and or putting on background noise like a television or something like that. But finding a pleasant sound that you like, be it the sound of children or the sound of things in the freezer scraping against each other. But find something that pleases your inner core when you hear it. Use that to your advantage. Stay away from things that sound like they jolt you out of your calm zone and put you out of balance. The sign for Libra is the scale, so you guys are all about that. So I'm sure you'll be able to figure out what is and what isn't in rhythm with your step. All right, so use sound to your advantage. Pulling the first card out of the deck is a communication chakra card. That's probably going to be your primary focus for the next week, is making sure that not only are you communicating well, but also using your external influence of sound, be them conversative or non-animate, to also boost you and help you, keep your mind focused and sharp and in the game. Right now, what we have, these eclipses going on, everybody's going crazy. Everybody's saying things out of their mouth that's kind of like, what the? And, Libra is usually calm and collective, and they'll think about what they say before they tear you to bits. So be careful of that. Maybe even you could bring pleasant sound into somebody else's life. So use your own voice to bring light into the world for the next couple of weeks or months or so, all right? Let's pull the next card. Gut instincts. This card comes up a lot. A lot of people don't trust their gut instincts. It's not the same thing as your intuition. Your intuition is your third eye chakra, so it comes from the place of the mind. Your gut instincts comes from your feeling, like your gut. Like, oh, I feel that. That's your gut instincts. You're gonna want to hone in on those because you're going to be very, very sharp when it comes to things like that. You're going to feel it, and you're going to sense it, and you're going to know something is wrong, or you're going to know something is really right. It can go both ways. It doesn't have to be necessarily all negative stuff that you're picking up on, but even the good things that you should go towards. Use your gut instincts to sniff those things out, because Libra's very good at that. You're good at finding a calm path to a result, or a more thoughtful approach to any problem. Okay, so use that to your advantage because you guys are really good at it. All right, I hear a lot of judges are born as Libra. Our next card, third eye chakra. Wow, right there, the mind. Keep your mind sharp. There's an old saying, idle hands make the devil's work. Pretty much what that means is that anytime you're sitting doing nothing, that's the only time nothing occurs. All right, nobody ever did something by doing nothing. So make sure that you're keeping your mind sharp. You're always thinking. You're always contemplating something. Don't just leave your mind blank unless you're trying to meditate and do that. But try to keep your mind sharp. Try to keep it not meandering and think about things that really have no application into your natural life. Okay? Also expand your mind. Don't keep an open mind. Don't be afraid to listen to something new. A lot of Libras can tend to think they have all the answers, or most of them anyway, and miss out on an opportunity to learn from somebody else. You can even learn like that commercial used to say back in the day. You can learn a lot from a dummy. Even the dumbest person on the planet can teach you something. So beware of not allowing the information to get past your very steely Libra force field. Okay, be careful about having your barriers up too high that you can't see when somebody is trying to get toss a package over to you. All right, careful. All right, our next card. This is a tough one. Forgiveness. Libra, you are balanced. If you find yourself holding grudges, you're out of balance. That's going to be a major hurdle for a lot of people taking this spiritual walk and trying to build themselves and ascend and get enlightened or whatever, is forgiving those who you don't have to, because they were wrong. They wronged you. They did something horrible to you, or said something that just wasn't respectful to who you are. But finding that forgiveness, you don't have to go to them and be like, I forgive you, but find it in yourself and say, you know what, I forgive them. If I saw them tomorrow, maybe I don't want to go and shake hands or wave and but I can shoot them a unit. What's up? And keep it moving. Finding that kind of forgiveness. You don't have to go and grovel on anybody's fucking, excuse my language, you don't have to go and grovel on anybody's door or anything like that, but find the forgiveness in yourself. If it's past family issues, find a way to say, that relative did this to me and X to me, but I still, I owe something to them. If it's a parent, then you're alive because of them, even if they are a piece of crap. But, you can at least give them that sliver of love that they deserve for birthing you into this world and not, But, yeah, finding that forgiveness is a tough one. But that's what's going to bring these rainbows in. That's what brings that relaxed feeling. Even though the dandelion is dead, you still can get some satisfaction from blowing off the little, whatever they're called. I don't even, dead petals, whatever. But once they're at that point, the only thing that can be enjoyed by us is just a last little fun before it's all gone. But that's that forgiveness, is saying, you know what, I can let this go because I can. I'm just that good. I can just let it go. All right, so don't hold grudges. All right, forgiveness. Try to use it as much as you can. All right. Our next card is going to be intuition. As we discussed earlier, and these keep popping up in everybody's read, your intuition and your gut instincts are going to be working hand in hand to keep you out of trouble, to push you towards things that are going to be completely beneficial to you, or to push you towards something that's going to teach you a valuable lesson or give you some better armor to face your next challenge. Use your intuition, start sharpening your mind, and that will feed into sharpening your intuition. The third eye chakra colored for a reason, because they work hand in hand. Okay, but having all these external influences coming at you, especially in this time where every energy in the universe seems to be clashing into each other. It's like an energetic traffic jam right now, but this is also good for everybody because it's allowing everybody to speak their truth and be truthful instead of having to put on, a show and act like everything is okay. They're finding the courage in themselves, the value in themselves to speak out. And that's beautiful, that's wonderful. But it's also making people fly off the collar with some really wild shit sometimes. So try to be mindful that some people right now who you kind of admire or looked at in a certain way might cause you to look at them in another certain way because of something that they said or did. But give them that forgiveness, because right now everybody's adjusting to a new them. Everybody's finding new things within themselves to either complain about or celebrate, and that's causing a lot of clashing and a lot of great unity as well. A lot of good things are coming from this, because like I said, it's bringing out a truth in the world that hasn't been here in quite some time. So just keep your intuition sharp. Libras are very good at taking, like, not overreacting immediately, and taking the time to sit back and go, let me think about this, and then they react. So continue to do that. That's going to feed into sharpening your intuition. Don't allow these energetic tsunamis to push you out of your zone, which is usually a zone of very steely calm, good reserve. You guys are stoic sometimes, so use that. All right, let's pull the next card. And this is going to be the most important thing for you in the upcoming week, maybe for the till the end of the month, is inspiration. As you can see, this is another third eye chakra card. It's purple. But if you decide you want to draw a picture, you can draw a stick figure, right? It can be the most simplest thing ever, but you drew a picture, you created. That counts. But when you get inspired to draw a picture, that's when you're drawing in flowers and trees and sunshine. The stick figure has a suit on, maybe a nice little hat, or a stick family. They're waving with it. But once you're inspired, your whole attitude changes about going after something. Like if somebody says, "Hey, you should work out more," you're like, "Yeah, all right, whatever." But after you do that first workout, you're like, "Whew, I feel good. I should work out more." You got that inspiration. Find it, and don't you can use other people's inspiration, other people's drive and zeal for the things that they're doing to push you along. Like, to admire how somebody really enjoys doing something can make you say, "Hey, what do I enjoy like that?" Or what would I enjoy like that? So don't be afraid to let somebody else's inspiration inspire you. Keep watching, keep people, viewing like a lot of Libras do. Us air signs kind of scope. But be mindful of allowing yourself to slip into moments of despair, like there is no hope for you, or that nothing in your life will ever go right. That's low vibe stuff, and that's going to bring your inspiration away from you. You're gonna be uninspired. You're not gonna want to do anything. You're gonna want to be just straight and narrow, and no climbing of the mountain, just kind of existing in this gray funk to where you don't think anything could be good or bad. So don't get caught up in that. Stay inspired, stay enlightened, stay light working. We need more light workers in the world right now. We need as many truth bringers as we can have on the planet right now, because it's not, once this eclipse season and the retrogrades are done, there's still events coming right after that. So we have to be prepared for all of these. They're giant, sweeping, waves of change and updates that everybody's getting, whether they want them or not, whether they acknowledge it or not. It's just what everybody's going through. We'll pull one more card from the bottom of the deck. Insight. Whew. You guys, third eye and crown is just really what's cracking. But your insight, it speaks about using that intuition and going internally into your mind to sweep out the cobwebs. There's nothing like, it's easy for everybody to say, "Hey, you suck," and look at somebody else and, "I don't like you." But not a lot of people will turn that around and say, "If I met me, would I like me? Is there something about me that I don't like about myself that I do? People complaining about it all the time. Can I get rid of some things? Can I add some things into my life? Can I add some things into who I am that would either replace old things or make them new? Can I alchemize my internal self?" That's what you can do with your insight, your understanding, your awareness of not only your environment, but your internal self as well, your core. Meditation is really a great way, and a lot of people think you have to sit all still and no. I move around. I'm dancing. I dance. I meditate while I dance. I can't sit still in this lovely position that you see all around me right now. I can't just do that. I have to do Tai Chi and move around, and I'm that kind of guy or person when it comes to my meditative state of being. But it's different from everybody. but it's different for everybody. Sorry about that. You can find your own way to meditate, but understand within yourself that you are meditating when you are in or doing those activities or in those states. Okay, being aware, the awareness, the insight is what's going to build your mind, your intuition, your gut instincts, using sound to your advantage to get into those states, forgiveness to stay away from the low vibe stuff that's going to take you out of your understanding and your awareness, and inspiration. All these things are going to assist you within the coming week, as well as the weeks after, months after. We might take you to the end of the year with this kind of reading. But you guys are really balanced. You have a lot of high vibe cards laid out here, a lot of third eye stuff going on. So that's the most active part of you right now, probably, Libra, is a lot of things. You're starting to see the world in a way you never saw it before, which is really cool, because you're able to extend this vision to others in a way that not a lot of people can. You're able to calmly and descriptively, tell somebody about the experiences that you're having, and how they might be able to follow you up the mountain. Okay, so I don't want to keep you for too long. I want to thank you guys for stopping in to check with me. I'll try to make this a weekly thing so that I can interact with you guys and bring as much light as I can into the world. But I thank my spiritual guides, ancestors, yours as well. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the Universal Creator for bringing us together. Let's keep it going. Let's keep doing it. But I love you guys and can't wait to speak with you again. But in the meantime, take care of yourself. Namaste.